All this week on YouTube and Facebook, we'll be presenting special segments, labeled the Road to Uprising 2 Special. Interviews, vignettes, and other miscellany to help quench your thirst for the big show this Saturday, Uprising 2, October 17th, 2 p.m. from Safe Haven. Uprising last year marked Brian Phoenix's greatest accomplishment, defeating Mike Houston to not only gain long overdue vengeance, but to attain the biggest prize, the Revolution title. And in all the hoopla surrounding Salvation and all the other goings-on in Revolution this past season, one constant has remained. Come October 17th, out of the 365 days that followed Phoenix's triumph, Brian Phoenix has possessed the Revolution title, the biggest prize, for 344 of those days. While the stakes are not as high this year for the reigning heir apparent, the same cannot be said of Phoenix's opponent, who in a previous era could have branded Phoenix with the opportunity he long sought, and, in his own words at least, stayed classy. Reginald Butler III has heated and scoffed at the warning from Mike Houston to win or go home. And if there is one thing that has been constant over the course of Reginald's career, is that only one thing is worth listening to: the sound of money.
Reginald Buxley III here for the first Money Talks in quite some time. But I felt like I needed to get some words put in here. Uprising 2 is coming out. I want to keep this short and sweet because I don't really care about anything else going on. I don't really care about Mike Houston, whatever the hell he's doing. I don't care about Jim Spraggin and all his antics. Really, I only care about one thing: the main event. The only thing that matters come Saturday. All those other matches that are on that card, all it is to waste some time, bring people, let them do something other than, smoke their pipes in the alley. When really the only reason why anybody is there is to see me. Not even my opponent, to see me. Uprising 2 main event, Reginald Buxley III for the Revolution World Heavyweight title. Now, some people might say, Reg, you've had a pretty bad year. No titles. Actually, not that many big victories. What makes you think that you stand a chance against Brian Phoenix, who has held this title all year round? Well, it's pretty simple. Yeah, maybe I haven't had a all-star year. Also, it's partially because of bad booking. I had my head kind of messed with what's his face? I don't even remember. Lex Rocker. And I haven't even seen him around lately. Hurt, whatever. Kind of messed with my head a little bit. Lost to Paul London, but hey, I went toe-to-toe with Paul London. And ever since Mike Houston's given this stipulation where either I win or I'm walking home, I've stepped up my game, haven't I? I took out Jimmy Jack Daniels, the biggest man on the roster. He's a bad dude, but he fell a little short in our match, if I do say so myself. Took out his brother Bobo. I mean, that wasn't that hard, but, still won. So, confidence, yeah, I've got it. You should know that by now. I mean, come on. It's bad for business for me to lose anyway. Let's be honest. I'm the reason why people show up. I have class, unlike all those other fat loaths on our roster. I don't even know what they're doing half the time. All they do is talk, and get nowhere. At least when I talk, people listen. People want to hear what I have to say. Now, Brian Phoenix, sure, he's had the title practically all year, and he's held it before then. I'm well aware of what he's accomplished in his tenure with Revolution, FYW, HW, in the indie circuit. I know what he's done. However, there's one thing he hasn't done. He hasn't gone toe-to-toe with me. And I'm going to give him this much. He's got talent. I mean, it takes a little more than luck to get as far as Brian Phoenix has gotten. It takes talent. Though I've seen the people that he's beaten for that title, and I'm not terribly impressed. However, come Saturday, he's got something a little more to worry about than talent. Talent I have. Tact I have. Class I have. But I have a higher power working for me, and that's destiny. It is my destiny to be at the top no matter where I'm at. To be at the king of the hill. I have it all. I've already earned everything I possibly could in my life. Why should I not be in the top? It is my destiny to be Revolution champion. I'm not afraid of the stipulation that either I'm champion or I'm out of the company. There's no out of the company. There's no company without me. You know, Mike Houston can say it's all about him. You know, Brian Phoenix is the face of Revolution. You know, you got the Dream Team, Prodigy Snake, and Crypt. Who cares? Who cares? They're there to see me. Mike Houston's making the same mistakes he made before he lost the company. He's just digging himself another grave, and this time the one holding the shovel is Jim Spraggan. Do I want the company back? Hell no, I wouldn't buy it off him if he offered. But, needless to say, after Saturday's match, my hand will be in the air, belt around my waist, and Brian Phoenix will go back to where he belongs, which is the end of the line. Brian, I'm sorry, but some people were destined for greatness, and others to this point have just gotten lucky.
I know only time will tell if all the cards will treat me well.